as I just grew up and came into my identity and started to understand myself as a Muslim, I started to understand what it meant to be Muslim American and having those two identities coexist. And then when 9/11 came around and you go to school that day, I started, to understand that's why they're looking at me, or maybe others are perceiving me differently now because I'm clearly Muslim.
As a candidate especially who is visibly Muslim, in front of cameras, right, that I have to be cautious about kind of how I conduct myself, because I know that for some people it'll be the first time that they meet a Muslim or engage with a Muslim, and I want to make sure that they know that whatever stereotype or image that they had is not the reality for many of us. I think it is actually one of the reasons why I'm running for office, this feeling of being othered and feeling like I don't belong here, and pushing against that rhetoric and saying that this is also my home. This is the country where I've been the longest, almost 23 years now, and wanting to create an environment where, regardless of what other people do, that we know that we belong here, that we are safe here.
If you've earned that title of U.S. Marine, you're all the same, right? And you're willing to die for each other. So for me, it is very painful when I reflect on those years, especially the years later now, because I sometimes wonder now, like maybe I would have stayed in longer and in the Marine Corps. Maybe I would have retired from the Marine Corps had I not gone through some of those experiences, because they did greatly impact me as a human being, as a person. I was a person at the end of the day. Recently, I was planning a trip for our Sunday school children to Niagara Falls, and I'm helping with the accommodation part of it. And when they said who's coming, I was like, a house of worship. This is so sad, right? Like, because I was like, maybe they'll treat me different. Maybe they're like, we don't want them coming here. I don't know, And this is 20 years after 9/11 that I'm still having to feel this way. So we haven't made much progress, right? I mean, I can't call that progress.